Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I'm Bax Shabangani, the CEO and founder of Feather and Bone, and I am here with Megan today. Hi, Megan.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's
Ready for
February,
winter.
but I haven't
Yes.
seen Megan in a little bit.
Yes.
If you remember, Megan has helped us out with workout ideas and gives us fun tips that we throw with you every month on keeping up your fitness routine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the new year and people usually have already signed up for gyms or in the process of signing up for gyms and
Yes,
maintaining
popular.
that. It's a very popular thing. And so one thing that I sort of wanted to talk about is something that I've sort of experienced it a little bit, but I've noticed a lot of women have, is body issues and have being a certain body type.
Yes.
So when you go to these gyms, you always see these women who are got ridiculous Baywatch bodies, and you think, yes, by the time summer's here, I'm going to be the next Baywatch gal.
Yeah.
But every woman does have its own body type, and
Correct.
you're a fitness model, and
Yeah.
you're not, the stereotypical.
Like 0-2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, maybe you can tell us a little about your experience.
Definitely.
And how we should keep in mind of our own body type.
Yeah, you really have to keep it in mind. I had, tons of body issues growing up as a dancer, especially in college. You kind of find your way as you grow up and accept yourself.
Right.
But trainers and fitness people are working out almost every day.
Right.
And then, especially if they're doing something more, they're maybe eating a really specific way on top of working out every day.
Right.
But I found as working with MSA models for 6 years now, you kind of find your natural shape that you should be. So everyone's a different shape, a different frame. You should really be the most fit, healthiest version of yourself.
Right.
Day to day, week to week, through the year, you should make working out as a lifestyle maybe maximum 4 times a week.
Right.
3 to 4 times a week. If
Right.
you're on a mission to lose a little bit and tone up more, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, a lot of, especially in bar or ballet type workouts, these women, yes, they're very slim,
Right.
which honestly, that's their body type.
Right.
I grew up as a dancer. I always had a little bit more of an athletic shape,
Yeah.
a little strong, but I've always been healthy and strong. It took me a few years, though, to find kind of my niche.
Right.
But you have to feel like you're not starving yourself, you're not miserable, you're working out regularly, and you feel fit and healthy. That's your natural size.
Right. And obviously, when you're talking about your natural size, you have
Mm-hmm.
to think about your ethnicity and your genetics, because
Yeah.
that obviously, a few years ago when Kate Middleton got married, everybody was looking at Pippa Middleton's butt, and probably your bottom got a lot of activity, or that's what a lot of gyms focusing on.
Yeah.
But
Right.
it's got a part of it has to do with genetics as well.
Yeah, and also everyone's fat is distributed differently. Some people have thin arms and legs and only gain around their middle, and they're struggling to have this tiny waist and to build a butt. I've heard that so much lately. And my weight kind of evenly distributes. A lot of weight more so goes to my arms and legs.
Right.
And it's different for everyone. So you can't spot treat either. You kind of have to do your cardio, your toning as best you can. You can tone up other areas more if you're looking for that.
Right.
But you have to just remember, you shouldn't be struggling and striving for someone else's body type.
Right, because then you'll sort of end up in a situation where you end up hating yourself most of the time.
And you're just upset for the whole year.
Right.
You should be the best version of your body type.
Right.
You could be the most toned and the most fit you've ever been,
Right.
and have a larger waist measurement than someone else,
Right.
but still look completely fit.
Right. One thing that one of my closest friends, she's sort of much skinnier than me, but she weighs more than me.
Right.
And that's because her bones are actually heavier.
Yeah.
So that, when you don't always, focus on the scale as well. Because
Yeah, there's a whole frame. You can have a small bone structure with very thin bones. You can tell by your wrists and your elbows. Medium structure, a larger frame. And you just kind of have to work with that. You can't focus on, I want to be her. Her bone structure, her whole genetic is completely different.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you know what your body type is? So I know, for example, for East Asians or Chinese, Japanese, they tend to be
completely different frame.
In much smaller frames. So how do you figure out, if you are sort of a mix, or your parents are Asian, but you were raised in the States, so your food habits are different.
Yeah.
How does all of that work?
I mean, unfortunately, we're kind of put to the bottom right now because we're struggling with just our food. Even our healthy food is touched with things
that
makes even our healthy eating, somehow we're still like not just comfortable. We're struggling to lose. It's always like this battle, and other countries can just have a piece of bread and they don't gain anything. They don't bloat or anything at all. I go by with clients, I don't go by weight unless it's really a drastic weight loss that needs to happen. Most people want to tone up, lose a little bit. So we'll go by measurements and size, because that muscle, you will lose like 5 pounds, but you can lose like 2 sizes. Because of the muscle is just compact, it's heavier, so don't worry about the scale. I would say ignore the scale completely.
So one of the things I know that in the instruments that exist that determines your fat content. You know, should you be looking at that to figure out what's your size, your body size?
Yeah, I know there's something like you could, if you want to go more scientific, you could go with doctor or find it online. I know there's like a measurement from like elbow to wrist, something with your I did it a long time ago. Something to measure your actual bone, like your frame, like small, medium, large in terms of your bone structure. But I would say the fats, yes, but don't go with BMI. Go with fat to muscle content.
To muscle.
And you want to lose the fat, gain lean muscle, and you'll be good.
What percentage should it be at to know that you're, you know, in your most healthy version?
I think women, I mean, I'm thinking like from in the 20s is good. You don't want to be over 30% body fat. I would stay under 30%, but don't try to go to 5% body fat unless you're training for like a fitness competition. And also you have to remember, those people that are training, I went to college out in Pittsburgh, and like, there was a whole world of that. They eat egg whites, they don't drink water for a week. Like, it's somewhat dangerous, just so their muscles are seen. They work out every day, but that's like on training season. Day to day, like they're living normal people. You have to think of like, I love wine, I love food, I like to enjoy myself. So I try to do 80-20, which is like 80% healthy, especially during the week. And the weekends, you can enjoy yourself, because unless you're really, again, like training or trying to go on a serious weight loss journey, you need to like live your life and build fitness into your life.
And I think what you're talking about, that food obviously plays a big factor in this, and how you're eating.
It's more than the workouts, like only a piece. It's all your other habits.
And so, you know, in order to maintain a good, healthy body image, you should, you know, you mentioned walk 4 times a week. Sorry, not a day. That would be horrible. 4 times a week.
I've done it, but it's not fun at the end of the day.
So 4 times a week. Are we talking like a mix of cardio and strength, or what?
You need to find stuff that you love. Like, I hate spinning and I hate running because I danced my whole life. And so if you have an injury, if you have a knee thing and you want cardio, go to like a nice bar class, go to like uphill walking or hiking, or do something outside. I love to mix it up, but if you just hate most things, some people just hate working out, they just want to take a dance class. Just
that's
go to a dance, careful every day, that with like a yoga or a stretch, kind of, I like to balance it out. So I'm not just doing one thing, and I'm not just doing boot camp every day.
And so an hour usually is the right
even
amount.
Less. You could do, if you're working at a really high intensity, 30 to 45 minutes is good. And even if you only do that 2 to 3 times a week, and that's it, you're not a workout person, you're just trying to stay in shape, like 2 to 3 times a week of like 30 to 45 minutes of like a decent intensity. And weight training is major.
And
obviously see a change.
And then obviously when you're trying to lose weight, you factor in what you're eating and work out a little bit more, but then to maintain it, you sort of do this just like 3 to 4 times a week to maintain that, and
try new things too, to keep things changing, because you don't want to also plateau. If you're just running all the time, you could plateau. You want to build the lean muscle. That'll keep burning.
And then obviously if you're working out on a continuous basis, because something you mentioned, working out is really not about losing weight, it's about waking up, keeping your body moving. You'll keep that body size that you're meant to have.
If you're happy doing what you're doing and you feel good, the weight should just come along with it. And then if you feel like you want to add some more tone, some more balance to your body, add in some weights. Like go to a nice weight class, find a good teacher that you really enjoy. So it's something, it's for you, not just like, oh, I'm going to lose weight because I have to do this. Like find someone that you like to take from, fun class, and then
Awesome.
should be good.
Yeah, well, this was really helpful. I hope this helped a lot of other people, because, you know, this is something we all kind of struggle with, especially when we're teenagers and you see those cheerleaders and
younger, early 20s, it gets like
definitely, and especially with, you know, Valentine's coming around and you feel single, you tend to think, oh, well, maybe because I'm too look this way, and then you like eat, and then, you know, you do the extreme versions of the things.
Don't do anything extreme. I've learned my lesson multiple times. Don't go on a special diet every different month.
Right.
Just find this like nice balance that works for you, and you will see changes, maybe not instantly, but if you see instant changes from something drastic, you'll instantly go back to it. It'll just...
That's just so brilliant, because I think with Feather and Bone, as you all know, something that Jalpa, you know, she's mentioned in her video. Sometimes
Jalpa's amazing.
Something that we talk about in our skincare, and now, you know, with Spirit, which is all about working out and sleeping correctly, it's all about continuity. It's not going to be a quick fix, and hopefully these videos will help you understand that and with your life. Thank you. Thanks, Megan.
Bye. Thank you, Sophie.